I don't belong anywhere, even though I've never lived anywhere other than home. I think for those of us who spent our entire lives in one place, in India, in the same house, the same routine, there comes a day when you just need to get out. Over the years, home started to feel a little suffocating. The memories became a little too loud, like this place is filled with all the people that have broken my heart multiple times. It's home to every version of me, but every road, every corner shop, every familiar building reminds me of a past person or feeling. I couldn't run from it even if I wanted to. The situation before I left wasn't the best. I'm not going to lie about that. But there's something both terrifying and liberating about moving away and starting over in a place where no one knows me, where I'm free to be who the heck I want to be. And now that I'm doing exactly that, moving to Glasgow to do my master's in public health.
The beauty of being in India, you have help to help. People have there to always help you.
Here's the question. How does one move from one place where you've learned everything, where I uploaded my first YouTube video, where I healed, learned, and created, and grew up and became who I am? But I'm glad I took the step and left. I'm so glad that I'm here finally. My family is scattered all over the world, and so am I in a way. Home became the corner of my best friend's room, wrapped up in my favorite blanket at the end of a long day. My mom's little space at home. Home was the meals, the comfort, the arms of my favorite people, which meant I felt like I lost my home a couple of times already. Home is very much a feeling, not a place, and in my case, the remedy for my homesickness is complicated. Moving to Glasgow means I'm living on my own for the first time away from home, away from India, away from my mother, away from everything familiar. And I don't know if or when I'm coming back. Part of me knows that even when I do, I won't be the same because home won't be the same anymore, and neither will I. I think what I'm feeling is endearment, a word I learned the other day. It's that bittersweet feeling of realizing that a certain period of your life is coming to an end. But here's the thing, I'm finally close to my best friend in London, not in the same city, but close enough. Close enough that it doesn't feel like I'm completely alone on this side of the world. This is it. The boxes, the chaos, leaving India for the first time, not as a tourist, but as someone who's actually moving away. Packing up your entire life into a suitcase and realizing you can only take so much with you. What do you bring and what do you leave behind? And I loved my life in India. I don't think about what I missed out on. I hung out with my family. I spent time working on my channel, my business, living my life. I got really good at being my own best friend. Maybe I had a little bit of a lonely couple of years, but they were pretty full. Moving out isn't just about packing things, it's about deciding what version of yourself you're taking into your next life. And at the end of the day, I still have plenty of time. And at the end of the day, I still have plenty of time and plenty of chances to figure it out and change my mind. But right now, I'm choosing Glasgow, I'm choosing public health, and I'm choosing me. Currently, the time in India is 11:41, and that's exactly around the same time I got into the Bangalore airport. And I still haven't reached my location. I still have another 2 hours of journey before I reach Glasgow, and I'm tired because it's been long. Plus, this bag, it's been so heavy. It feels like I have more than 10 kgs on, and my back is and I'm just waiting to be home. I've been waiting in this airport for 7 hours, so I really don't know what I'm seeing right now. But let's hope we reach quickly. Okay, bye. Okay, finally we have the gates announced. It's B44, so let's go. Okay, I'm so glad the gates got announced. I'm finally heading to B44, and yeah, I hope it's not too far away. I can't wait to board the flight and get to Glasgow. And yeah, so today I went to Cartier and picked out some goals that I am going to be making for myself for the next 1 year. Yay! Hopefully we will get there, and hopefully, but let's see. I can't believe I'm still trying to keep myself up. I've had like 3 cups of coffee and like I'm caffeinated AF. And I can't wait to reach my stay and just pass out. KB44, here we come. I hope I didn't miss it. I'm only showing A. So in between all of this, I missed the gate. Found it finally. I'm so glad I waited. Okay, here we go to gates B44. Let's go. Lifts to B44. Okay, I have to take the transit. -2 it is. I think, I don't know which side it's gonna open on, but I'm the only one in the lift. Heading in. I'm so glad to be perfect. 42 to 45. Okay, I'm dying with the weight of this bag now. Just can't wait to get to my destination. All curly hair essentials available. Just looking at picking up something to eat. Let's see what they have. Thinking of which, I haven't drank water the whole day. Just been in some kind of aerated stuff. Let's hope they have something in Glasgow that I can eat. Because I definitely don't want to eat chips and biscuits, but these are so cute. And so are these. I love these boxes. Random airport finds. Oh, and these too. English tea bags. Oh, I think these make like great souvenirs. So cute. This is an interesting book. Such great offers, or maybe they just look like great offers, and that's it. Hi, I have an Indian plug. Can you suggest me a converter adapter for that? See, I love how everybody has like curl shampoos, like in airports. This should be normal in India too. Okay, my flight has started boarding. My flight has started boarding. Yay! It's 14C, I think. That's what it's. Welcome to my new place in Glasgow. It's smaller than what I'm used to back home. The walls are bare and it's cold, like properly cold in a way I've never experienced. But honestly, it's exactly what I need right now. There's something about a blank canvas that feels full of possibility. And can we talk about how much work goes into setting up a flat from scratch? From buying blankets, because Glasgow winters are no joke, and I severely underestimated how many layers you actually need, to buying spoons, to plates, pots, and pans, stocking up a fridge for the first time, figuring out which grocery stores are cheaper, learning that the heating system is actually completely different, the culture, and the people. This is the first time I'm experiencing what it's like to move to a colder country. So, according to India time, it's 4 a.m. Okay, so that is study area. And here we have washing. And that's the city view. We're staying in the center of the city. The station is right there. And then here you can see too. I'm so tired and dead. I can't wait to sleep. Bye. And let me tell you, the excitement of seeing your breath in the air wears off pretty quickly when you realize you need 3 blankets to sleep at night. It's a privilege to choose where I want to call home, but the world is also quite big. 5 a.m. India time. Good morning. Not been able to really sleep beyond this. But I guess I'm okay to get started with the day as early as possible. Okay, let's go. All my phones are dying, and I realized I don't have a charger that can actually fit into the plugs. And I got this one. This is not going inside any of the plugs. India time, we're at 10:30. So let's get started with the day. Let's see what the light is like here at 5 a.m. Oh, okay, let's go to the other side and see what we can open. Let's open the windows and see what the light looks like. There is no sunlight yet, but I'm so glad to see public transport is operational, and there's a JP Morgan here, there's the Radisson, and a lot of people walking around, lots of traffic moving around. Yeah, let me show you. Right. The light is not yet out. It still looks like it's the night and you can just see me. If you look down, see the public transport. It's like moving around with people in it. Okay, let's try to freshen up. So here the tap water is fully filtered and drinkable. So we start with water because my lips aren't so dry. It's finally 6 a.m. Sorry, 7 a.m. I did get like another hour of sleep and I'm ready. Just kind of wash up. Last night when I arrived, I didn't figure out the color of the building was like this steel blue. But now when I look at it, I'm just so excited and it looks cute. I love it. I got to get paste, so I can really get used to this, I think. and I'm already really loving it. The station looks really beautiful. Yeah, I think I'm gonna enjoy it. It's slowly sinking in that I'm here and it's happening. Let me just show you the station. See, in the yeah, and this is what I was talking about, the teal blue, and the shape of the building. Just wonderful. Yeah, ready to go have breakfast and charge my phone. Yay! But before I do that, let's try and roll my shoulder up. It does feel very tight. I think people down the street may be thinking that something is wrong with this girl. Why is she doing this weird thing? But only I know what it is. Feels so good. The 10 kgs of weight on my shoulder for the last 36 hours. You can see people running down like morning runners. I think I'll have lots of company. The city's been like quite active, no sleepy city. Look at these views, I love it. And the sunlight's just hitting. So it's making me feel a little lost as well. Yes, it's a great problem to have, and I'm fully aware of that. But it's also big and scary and overwhelming. This is life changing. Here's what they don't tell you about starting over in a completely new country. You have to make 1,000 tiny decisions every single day. Which grocery store has the spices you need? Because British supermarkets don't stock the same things that you're used to. Where do you find good chai? Do you buy an umbrella or just accept that you will be wet all the time? Are you able to see which side it is? No. So it is the same anti-clockwise. Are you able to see now? Which route do you take to university? Do you join that society? Say yes to that course dinner? Every choice is building the life you're going to live here. And it's overwhelming because back home you had a rhythm. This is the current status of my room. Welcome. It looks clean only. And that's my unwoken face. What? Oh my god, just look at the mess. Mess. Oh my god. I don't even know when I am going to clean it up. It's bothering me. You knew where everything was, you knew the shortcuts. Here, Google Maps is your best friend, and you're still getting lost. I'm here to study public health, something I'm genuinely excited about, something that feels like it matters, but I'm also navigating being Indian in Scotland, being away from home for the first time, being the international student who has to explain where they are from and why they chose Glasgow and what brought them here. And yeah, it's overwhelming. I have no idea if anything I'm thinking or doing or feeling makes sense. I feel young and old at the same time, like I have so much time and I'm running out of it simultaneously. That is done. But this time, I'm choosing it all intentionally. No autopilot, no settling, just me deciding what my life in Glasgow looks like. There's this moment when you're starting something new, especially when you've moved countries, where you have to make a choice. Do you trust yourself or do you spiral? I'm choosing to trust, to believe in myself because no one else is going to tell me what to do. No one else has gone through exactly what I'm going through. The situation back home wasn't the best before I left, and taking that step to leave, to apply for this master's, to actually get on that plane, that took everything I had. But I did it. And I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I'm here, even on the days when it's hard. Most days, I feel like I'm going nowhere or backwards or in circles. But every time I take time to look back, I'm always further than where I had been. I left India. I moved to Glasgow. I'm doing my master's. I'm living alone for the first time. I'm figuring out how to adult in a foreign country. And I'm okay. I'm on the right track. It's just hard to believe it sometimes. You know what's wild? How quickly a place can start feeling like home, even when it's nothing like where you came from. Even when it's cold and grey and raining and you miss the warmth of India, the noise, the colors, the food. I've been trying to learn how to make a home in myself, learning to make my mind a safe place to retreat to in hard times, focusing on my breathing while life overwhelms me, which happens a lot when you're navigating a new country, new currency, new culture, new weather, new everything. Being able to find peace regardless of how chaotic things get. The streets are starting to make sense here. I know which bus to take to the uni. I found the Indian store where I can get my comfort foods. I know where the cheap homeware shop is for all random things I didn't realize I'd need. Small things, but they matter. And the best part, my friend is just a train ride away in London, not in the same city, but close enough that I don't feel like I'm on the other side of the world completely alone. We can actually meet up on weekends. That feeling of having someone nearby who knows you, who gets it, that's everything. I met my soulmate. Plot twist, I'm talking about me. I know that sounds cheesy, but when you move to a new country alone, you don't have a choice but become your own best friend, your own support system, your own soulmate. Back home, I always had people around family, friends, familiar faces. Here, I'm learning to do things alone, eat alone, shop alone, go to the cinema alone, explore the city alone, and at first it was terrifying. But now there's something empowering about it. Moving here, building this life from scratch, buying my first set of pots and pans, figuring out how to use a washing machine that's completely different from home, learning to cook with an electric stove instead of gas, budgeting in pounds instead of rupees, it's all forced me to become resourceful and independent in ways I never was back home. And that's not sad, it's powerful. Because when you stop waiting for someone else to complete your life and you start building something you're genuinely proud of, that's when everything changes. Let's be real for a second. Being alone in a foreign country is scary. I came alone. I have no friends here yet. I am that international student trying to navigate a completely new education system while also figuring out how to survive the Scottish winter. Not having your mom's cooking, coming home to an empty flat in a country where it gets dark at 4 p.m. in winter, making dinner for one with ingredients you're still learning to pronounce, it's the things we're taught to be afraid of. But here's what I'm learning: being alone and being lonely are two different things. I'm here, sure, but I'm not lonely. I'm building something, I'm growing, I'm in my public health lectures, genuinely excited about what I'm learning. I'm figuring out who I am without the familiar scaffolding of home. And yeah, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes I cry because I miss home. Sometimes I just want my mom's food or to speak in my mother tongue without having to translate my thoughts. Sometimes I wish I had someone to share this with, but I also know that I'm exactly where I need to be. Starting over isn't about erasing your past, it's about taking everything you've learned and using it to build something better. The situation back home that pushed me to leave, that wasn't easy. Every difficult moment, every heartbreak, every time I feel stuck or suffocated or like I need to escape, all of that brought me here. And here is Glasgow, here's my master's, a field I chose because I want to make a difference, because I care about health equity and communities making things better. Here is independence and cold weather and figuring out how to dress in layers. Here's being close enough to London that my best friend and I can actually see each other. Starting over in a completely new country is terrifying. You're going to feel exhausted and lonely and challenged. You're going to miss home even when home wasn't perfect. You're going to cry in the supermarket because you can't find the things you need. You're going to feel like a stranger sometime, but you're also going to grow into the person you were always meant to be. And I'm so glad I took the step and left, and I'm glad I'm here. Okay, so I promised myself I wouldn't get too sentimental in this video, but here we are. Sometimes you need a tiny bit of cheese, right? The truth is, moving from India to Glasgow to do my master's in public health is one of the scariest, most exciting things I've ever done. Leaving everything familiar, coming to a country where I don't know anyone, where weather is complete opposite of what I'm used to, where I have to build a life from buying blankets to buying spoons, and I'm doing it. That's what matters. Not perfectly, not with all the answers, but with hope, with courage, with the belief that I deserve a life that excites me, even when life scares me. So, yeah, This is my tiny bit of cheese. I'm proud of myself for taking the leap, for leaving when I needed to, for being here in Glasgow, figuring it out one day at a time. There's something therapeutic about trying new things in a new place, right? But really, it's about pushing past the fear of the unknown. Fear of ordering wrong, fear of eating alone in public, fear of looking like the lost international student who does not know how things work here. All those little fears that add up when you're in a new country. The fear of sounding stupid when you speak, the fear of doing something wrong because you don't know how the cultural norms are, the fear of being homesick in the middle of a lecture. But every time I do something that scares me, even something as small as trying a new restaurant or going to a university event alone or figuring out the Scottish bus system and the subway, I'm proving to myself that I can handle this, that I'm not just surviving here, I'm actually living. And honestly, every time I feel that relief, that happiness after pushing through the fear, I'm reminded why I left, why I chose this, and why I'm here. You're going to find a lot of things when you start over in a new country. You'll find your favorite spot to study. You'll find the Indian restaurant that reminds you of home. You'll find yourself learning the names of the street, understanding Scottish accents a little better each day, figuring out which jacket is warm enough for Glasgow winters. You'll find good people in your course who are also trying to figure it all out. You'll discover the world is so much more bigger and much more beautiful than you thought. You'll find the best coffee shop near campus. You'll find blankets that actually keep you warm, a fridge that works, a washing machine you finally understand, and independence in ways you never imagined. I came to Glasgow looking for an escape, for opportunity, for change, for my master's degree that means something, for a fresh start away from a situation that wasn't healthy. But what I'm finding is so much more than that. I'm finding confidence I didn't know I had. I'm finding strength in my own company. I'm finding that home isn't a place, it's a feeling you create wherever you go. You'll make YouTube videos about your new life. You'll have good days and bad days. Some days you'll feel far away from everyone you love back in India, but you also learn to enjoy your life in ways you never expected. You'll take the train to London to see your best friend. You'll celebrate surviving your first Scottish winter. You'll look back and realize how far you've come. So far, I can't wait to see what else I find here. The journey isn't about running from something. Okay, maybe it was a little bit about that at first, but more importantly, it's about running towards everything I'm capable of becoming. It's about choosing public health because I care. It's about choosing myself. It's about choosing to leave when I needed to, even when it was terrifying. It's about choosing to buy those extra blankets and stock that fridge to build a life from scratch in a country that's nothing like home. Glasgow is cold, Glasgow is grey, Glasgow is challenging and unfamiliar and sometimes very, very lonely. But Glasgow is also my new beginning, my masters, my independence, my chance to become who I've always wanted to be. And I'm so glad I took that step and left. I'm so glad I'm here finally. So here's to finding things, finding yourself, finding your courage, finding your way in a new country, finding warmth in cold places, finding home in yourself, and trusting that wherever you're meant to be, you'll figure it out. One blanket, one spoon, one brave decision at a time. I left India to find myself in Glasgow, and I think I'm finally doing exactly that.